Hello friends, today we will start with our unit 1, that is nothing but the semiconductor devices. In that we will start with the module 1, semiconductor and p-type. Myself Dr. Sandhya Shinde. Now before starting with this semiconductor, first we will concentrate about what is the exact classification of the material. So we know that all materials it is made up of atoms, and these atoms it contribute to the electrical properties of material, including its ability to conduct the electrical current. So according to this, it should be classified as three types: conductor, insulator and semiconductor. So the first classification type of the material is conductor. So here a conductor, it is a material that easily conducts the electrical current. Okay, so a conductor, it is a type of material that allows the electrical current to flow through it. So as we know the structure, it has the valence band and the conduction band. So in between the valence band and conduction band, there is no gap or no forbidden gap is there. That means a valence electron, it can easily jump into the conduction band, which constitute the flow of electric current. So here in case of conductor, the valence and conduction bands it overlap. Due to this overlapping, a small potential difference across a conductor causes the free electrons to constitute the current. So basically in conductor, it is a type of material that easily allowed the electrical current. So if we take the example, we can say the silver, gold, copper, any metal, it is nothing but the example of the conductor which carries the electric current. Now next one is the insulator. So insulator, it is nothing but it does not conduct the electrical current. Why? Because now see here, the energy gap between valence band and conduction band, it is of 15 electron volt. That means the valence electron, it cannot easily jump into the conduction band, and because of this there is no electric current will flow. So see, an insulator is a type of material that does not allow electric current to pass through it due to its high electrical resistance. So in the insulator, the energy gap between valence and conduction band is very large. Therefore, a very high electric field is required to push the valence electron into the conduction band. And due to this, there are no free electrons in the conduction band, and for this it should be, we can say the conductivity of insulator is very low and it may considered nil under ordinary condition. So if we consider the example, we can say the wood, glass is the example of the insulator where the electric current it cannot flow easily. Now here we comes into the picture that semiconductor. So basically semiconductor is nothing but, we can say it is that in between the conductor and insulator. It in its ability to conduct the electrical current. So semiconductor is it in between conductor and insulator. So if we see here in diagram, the forbidden gap which is present in insulator, which is of 15 electric volt, it should be get reduced about 1 eV. So the gap between the valence band and conduction band is less than the insulator. So the semiconductor are the material having conductivity in between conductors and insulator. In a semiconductor, the forbidden energy gap between valence and conduction band is very small. We can say about 1 electron volt as compared to the insulator. Therefore, a small electric field, smaller than insulator but greater than the conductor, is required to push the free electron from valence band to the conduction band. So here we require a small energy to push this valence electron from valence band to the conduction band. Now, which type of the material we can say the semiconductor? The silicon and germanium are well known semiconductor material. When they are pure crystal, these substances are close to the insulator. But doping small amount of dopant cause electrical resistance to drop greatly, turning them into the conductors. So semiconductor is nothing but it is in between the insulator and conductor. Now what are the different types of the semiconductor? Basically the semiconductor it should be divided into the intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. Intrinsic semiconductor means pure. So intrinsic semiconductor are the semiconductor in the purest form, purest possible form. So the increase in temperature or application of increased voltage, it does not increase their conductivity. Therefore, basically this intrinsic semiconductor, it is not practically used for manufacturing of any device. Okay, so intrinsic is nothing but in pure form. Then what is meant by extrinsic semiconductor? Extrinsic means we can say it is impure and it can be obtained by adding impurities to them. Impurity is nothing but we can say some other material. Okay, the combination of the different materials that we can call as impurity. The process of adding impurities is called doping, and due to the doping the conductivity of the semiconductor increases. Thus, it has a better conductivity than intrinsic semiconductor. Therefore, they are used in manufacturing of all electronic component such as diode, transistor, like this. So, for this we can use this extrinsic semiconductor. And then this extrinsic semiconductor it should be divided into the two types. One is the P type, another one is the N type material. Thank you.